In 1992, the first toric IOL was implanted by Dr. Shimizu. Toric intraocular lenses provide an opportunity to achieve the best distance vision and spectacle independence in patients with cataract and corneal astigmatism. Various methods which are used to accurately align the toric IOLs are 3-step ink marking procedure, slit lamp technique, electronic toric marker by Akahoshi, the SMI guided system, and more recently intraoperative aberrometers like Hollows and Orange have been developed to improve the accuracy of alignment of toric IOLs. Various studies have reported post-operative rotation of toric IOLs. Post-operative assessment of the toric IOL alignment is most commonly done with alignment of the slit lamp beam with the IOL marking. But this technique is subjective, which may lead to observer error, rely on patient maintaining a stable and vertical head position, and estimate rotation to nearest 1 to 5 degrees only. Digital retroillumination images and Adobe Photoshop software is also used to evaluate toric IOL rotation. But problems remain because of positional error due to head rotation, cyclorotation of eye, and auto-rotation of eye during fixation of positioning light. Moreover, these are a complex procedure requiring specialized equipment and training. This video will show a novel and unique technique of marking portholes in anterior capsule, which helps in the fast and accurate post-operative assessment of rotation of toric IOL. Being a music lover and a drummer in my spare time, I knew how to create a porthole in the resonant head of bass drum. An empty coffee can is heated for 20 to 30 seconds and it is used to make porthole in the bass drum head. It's as simple as that. The same idea was applied to make porthole in anterior capsule. After marking the toric IOL alignment axis intraoperatively, capsular axis is made, which should not be more than 5 mm in size. Phacoemulsification is done, irrigation aspiration of cortical matter is completed, incision is prepared to the desired size, and using hydroimplantation technique, a single piece foldable toric IOL is implanted in the capsular bag, with fluid coming from irrigation cannula in side port, maintaining the anterior chamber and capsular bag. Trailing haptic is dialed in capsular bag with the help of Tuglan's hook. IOL is bimanually rotated 10 to 20 degrees shy from its final position using Tuglan's hook and tip of the irrigation cannula, and then viscoelastic exchange is done to form the anterior chamber and irrigation cannula is taken out. Toric IOL is now aligned with the marked axis on cornea. To make porthole in anterior capsule, the radio frequency dithermy capsulotomy probe of Artley phaco machine is set on the capsule regular mode. It is introduced through 1.8 mm incision and the tip of capsulotomy probe is aligned with toric marks, and keeping the tip over the outermost toric mark, which is near to the optic edge, a small burst of energy is delivered to make porthole in the anterior capsule, which corresponds with the steep axis of the cornea coinciding with the toric IOL holes. Similarly, porthole is made on the opposite side of the IOL optic. One should be careful to keep a safe distance from the anterior capsule margin in order to avoid damage to it. Keeping the IOL optic stable with the tip of automated irrigation cannula by applying a counterclockwise force with left hand, the viscoelastic is thoroughly aspirated from anterior chamber and the toric IOL holes are checked to be in correct position with overlying anterior capsule portholes. The incision wounds are hydrostitched and at the end of surgery, alignment of the toric IOL is again confirmed. On first and subsequent follow-up visits, it is very easy to assess the toric IOL axis. Under full dilatation, the relative position of the portholes in the anterior capsule and toric IOL holes give accurate and fast idea of the axis of toric IOL. If both the holes in anterior capsule and toric IOL coincide, it indicates that the toric IOL has not rotated from the desired axis. Any deviation from original position on subsequent visits signify post-operative rotation of the IOL, which can be easily rectified and it doesn't require any further markings on cornea. This technique has been used safely and successfully in 30 cases in last 8 months and no intraoperative or post-operative complication has been noted in any of the case. This technique specifically uses a high-frequency capsulotomy probe of bipolar dithermy unit of Artley phaco machine, which was introduced by Cloty in 1984. The capsule is coagulated and hole is made by the platinum alloy tip of the probe heated to approximately 160 degrees centigrade by a modulated high-frequency current of 500 kHz. To conclude, porthole technique is novel and unique in the way that this is the only technique which uses anterior capsule as reference landmark whose position in eye never changes. The advantages of porthole technique is that it is accurate, fast, doesn't rely on sophisticated softwares, free from observer's bias, independent of cyclorotation of eye and head position of patient. Thank you.